Oh, wow.
Welcome back everybody to another garden bird video from my back garden. I think this is video number 4 now. So so for those that have watched these videos, thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. And I've actually got picked up a few new subscribers as well, which is really nice. So, if you just subscribe to the channel, welcome to the channel. If you get a minute, check out some of the other videos and let me know what you think. So anyways, today, we've got this really cold area coming from the east. I think East Anglia and that kind of area have had it really bad with snow and the kind of thing. It's another beast from the east. But down here, kind of on the southwest, we've been pretty lucky. It's really cold, but we haven't had the snow. Some might say it's lucky or unlucky if you want to get some pictures in the snow. It's quite nice to get some pictures in the snow, so I don't see it very often. But we've got a slight little sprinkling of snow, I guess you'd call it. It's more just a dusting, really. But yeah, quite so cold. I've had to break the ice off the water dish for the birds, and I've topped that up as well. And I've got a bit of a new setup as well. When we were out for our daily exercise the other day, we came across this fallen branch. I mean, it was a bit too big to carry home, so when we got home, I got in the car and went back and picked it up. And I had to saw it in half, and same goes, squeeze some fat ball in behind it to get the birds onto thing. And it's worked out okay. I mean, I have to be honest, I've kind of really fallen in love with the long-tailed tits because they're like my new friends, because they really helped me along on this photography challenge. They've really been quite accommodating, really. They don't seem fazed by any of the new stuff I put up. And they really helped me to kind of get some good shots. So kind of quite fond of them, really. They've got quite little cheeky faces as well. And so I've got some photos yesterday of the new setup. Basically, there's one main kind of trunk that they kind of focus on. So they come now. So I can rely on them so much. They're beautiful. So I'm sat here, and so they've just flown in, and they're not fazed by me at all, really. Now, today's challenge, and it's going to be a challenge, is to try and catch them in flight. So what I've done, I've moved as many of the distractions out of the way as possible. So I've got one main log there, the one which they kind of quite like. And what I did, I just moved it a bit further to the left, so I got a bit of a background. But also, I've sort of pre-focused, so I put a tripod out there and pre-focused on that, and just got to hope that I catch a bird that flies through it. It's not going to be easy. I say it's going to be a bit of a challenge, but we'll give it a go. You don't try these things, you never learn, do you? So that's the thing today, to try and get more of a sharper image while they're in flight. I'm going to have to whack the ISO up to get a fast shutter speed. So Yeah, and what else has happened since I last saw you? Oh, I got one of my pictures in the paper, one of the garden bird pictures in the paper. In one of the videos you might have seen it where the robin was sort of coming to land on the feeder. Yeah, I got that printed in the local paper, so I'm really pleased about that. That's my 4th one now that I've had printed in the paper, so yeah, really proud of that. You know, because there's some fantastic photographers out there, I have to be honest, you know, and yeah, I couldn't believe I got a thing popped up on the Facebook page and quickly whizzed around the local shop to get a paper and, you know, for so that's quite exciting. Yeah, so I'm really pleased about that. So I'm going to print that off, and I've got like a little gallery in the man cave there, so I'll print that off and put it with the others. So that's quite exciting. Oh, the other thing, the RSPB Big Garden Bird Watch took part in that. It's the first time I've done that. I did all right, actually, yeah. Sit there for an hour, and it wasn't a particularly great day. It's quite wet, a bit windy, but yeah, we've got a really good selection of birds. There's one bird I was waiting for, a cold tick. He keeps coming in and out, and he wasn't coming. Like, it was just like the extra time in a football match. You know, you got like a minute to go, and then they're up near, and then they score. And it was just like that. You know, I set me a stopwatch on my phone, and it was like, had about a minute to go, and he hadn't turned up. And literally about 30 seconds to go, he popped onto the feeder. Yeah, get in there. So, yes, I did that, so that was quite exciting. welcome back everybody. Just to bring you up to date, I decided to scrap the try to catch the birds in flight, because really the best way to do that would be to have one kind of food source and then obviously catch the bird flying to that food source. But because it's so cold at the minute and you know, the birds have got used to having the food around, I don't really want to take all the other feeders away at the moment. So I'll probably come back to that in a future date. And yeah, it's really cold. I mean, my setup is not exactly roughing it, is it? I've got a fan heater blowing behind me, I've got a blanket over me, sat indoors, so it's not exactly roughing it wildlife photography, is it? But it is what it is. It's good fun. Yeah, the other thing I mentioned about a giveaway, and what it is you know, I mentioned before that I did the RSPB Big Garden Bird Watch, and with that I joined the RSPB, and part of the package was a free gift. The free gift was this. It's the RSPB Handbook of British Birds. And when I spoke to the chap on the phone, I said, well, I've already got that. You know, don't worry about it, it's all part of the package. So I thought, okay, fine. So that's the giveaway. It's a beautiful book. You know, it's very well illustrated and loads of information and stuff like that. And it actually really came in handy the other day. I had a bird come into the garden. I had no idea what it was. Fortunately, I was able to catch a little bit of video of it, which I'll show you now. Yeah, I was able to go into the book here, have a look, and just found out that it was a siskin. Well, I'd never seen one of them before. It was beautiful. It was like a lovely, well, you can see on the video, it's green with yellow and everything like that. But yeah, because I had the book, I was able to identify it and you know, tick that off to another bird in the garden. So that was good. So yeah, so that's the giveaway. Yeah, so if anybody wants to win that, just leave a comment below, and what I'll do is I'll pick everybody out that's commented, stick them in a hat, and pick out the winner. So yeah, so if you want to take part in that, just leave a comment below, and I'll announce it in a video next time. Okay. So that was that. So yeah, so back out into the garden. Got me branch there. I've topped up the feeder. I've just topped up the water again because I was freezing every night, and the water was quite warm out the tap. And a blackbird come on. It was almost like he was in a hot tub. He was loving it. You know, he was, you know, had a really good session in there. And yeah, as I say, because it's warm, it's probably a bit like a hot tub to them. Yeah, I think the plan today really is just to try and get some more photos of them, especially on the perch there. You know, the ones I got the other day of the great tit, they came out really well, nice and sharp. What's a little Jenny Wren there? Oh. Is this what happens? Where is he? It's just down there, see it? Back with you in a minute, guys. Try and get. Oh yeah, God, he's so quick. Where is it? These little birds are so. Missed it. Yeah, so a little Jenny Wren there, but they sort of move around so quick. And you're like, oh, blimey. Try and get your focus point on it and click. Anyway, I missed it, so hopefully I'll catch that later. I'll tell you the other thing that's come in the garden, a thrush. That's beautiful. Hopefully I'll try and get a picture of that later on. It's sort of come in the last couple of days. So I guess they're all kind of looking around for food, aren't they? Because there's probably not much out there at the minute, other than people feeding them. So yeah, let's see how we get on. I'll catch you later on. Well guys, I've got to quickly share this. My heart's racing away here. I was just sat here and I saw this bird just kind of swoop down into the garden. And it was kind of coming towards me, it's coming towards the feeders. And it was a sparrowhawk. And I was going, whoa, look at that. And it was just a shame it didn't land, so I get some pictures or a bit of video or something. But yeah, it just shows you, doesn't it? Like, you know, you just never know what's going to happen. And it just came down. I thought it was sounds stupid, but I thought it was a pigeon just coming to land. So we get quite a few pigeons in the garden. But then I looked at it and it just kind of just swerved round, tilted round, and just headed past the feeders there, and then just obviously went out. But I was really excited. I just felt the adrenaline rushing through my body. I thought, cool. And the other thing, I got a picture of my Jenny Wren. Remember earlier on I was trying to get it and it pinged off. But it landed on the log and I managed to shoot a few pictures of that. So yeah, it's been pretty exciting this morning. Yeah, but that sparrow was just like such a beautiful bird. And it's just awesome. And it just, oh God, I just wish I got a picture of it. Anyways, and the other thing, the thrush keeps coming into the garden, but it goes into the hedge. I'm just waiting for him to just go and get on the lawn, or I don't think it'll go on a feeder. They tend to be more like ground feeders. But yeah, God, just if the thrush could just go on the grass. That sparrowhawk, I mean, that would be brilliant. Anyways, yeah, I just thought I'd quickly share that with you. And the other thing I was thinking about while I'm just sat here and I'm talking to you guys is I've just had the radio on. Obviously, everything's all about coronavirus in it and all that kind of stuff. And I was sat here thinking, you know, this virus has taken so much away from us, hasn't it? It's our freedoms, our independence. So some people's, you know, they've lost family members through this awful disease. And I don't really want to kind of get into the heavy thing of coronavirus, but I was thinking, you know, one thing it hasn't taken away is being able to enjoy nature. Yeah, right, you might not be able to get out to the big vistas or the big this, that or the other, but I'm just sat here by the garden and I'm still able to enjoy nature. I'm watching the birds, I'm hearing the birds, you know. And I was just thinking about you guys, and I mean, I obviously don't know where you live or anything like that. You might live in cities and towns and stuff, but I guarantee you, in your city or your town, there'll be a park or there'll be some kind of green area where you can just get out, go for your daily exercise for a bit of a walk, and not only just look at the nature around you, touch it and listen to it. You know, you could just, you know, I mean, sounds a bit kind of hippie, I suppose, but just go and, you know, touch a tree, just feel the texture of the bark, or brush your hands against some grass or some leaves, and listen to the sounds of nature, because it's like a natural orchestra, really. You know, you could have the wind just sort of breezing through some trees, you could have the bird songs, you know, and you know, just while you're walking, just open your ears and just listen. And it's the most beautiful thing. And say, you know, look, don't just kind of have this narrow vision look, just open your eyes to see what is around you. And say, touch it as well, you know, I mean, it's all good therapy, you know, I mean, like I said, we've had so much taken away from us, and you know, there's so much talk of mental health problems, you know, that are going to certainly come out through, and are coming out through this this virus. And you know what, you know, I think nature is going to be a big source of us getting back to where we were. And it's all right, the wife's just coming in, wanting to know if I want a cup of coffee. But I think nature will be a big healing for us getting back to normal after all this. Whether it ever finishes, I don't know, or whether it's just something we've got to live with. But yeah, I just thought I'd share that with just a few thoughts that were kind of going through my head there while I was just sat here watching the birds coming and going, and they've got no idea what's going on, have they? Really, they're going about their everyday business. They don't know there's a virus around or anything like that, and they don't know also that them just being around can help with your own well-being. It certainly helped with mine, anyhow. It's certainly good therapy. I have to be honest. So yeah, I know it sounds a bit kind of, I don't know, a bit heavy, I suppose, but yeah, it's just a few thoughts that were kind of going from it. That this virus has taken a lot away, but it hasn't taken everything away. That's what I'm trying to say. So the things it hasn't taken away, embrace it, enjoy it, and get out there, because it's good for your soul. It's good for your soul. Anyways, I'm going to get back to my photographs. I just want to share that with the sparrow, because it's just like, that was just like awesome. Just seeing it just there, fly, just sort of coming. It wasn't at any speed, just slowly flew through the garden. But that'd been great if it landed, wouldn't it? Anyways, I'll catch you later, guys. Thanks for listening.